We're going to get into this next episode, which is Truth and Consequences.
Meditating again?
Trying. Angie taught me, but it doesn't work for me the way it did for him.
He's a gentleman.
I still like it though. You want to try?
No.
She's trying to meditate.
Don't enjoy. Hey, boys. Any chance I could use your squad's expertise for I'll explain everything when you get to Coruscant. Coruscant?
Coruscant.
That's a big ask, Captain.
Why? What's on Coruscant?
That,
The galactic
yeah,
capital. And
yeah.
that's the heart of the Empire. But
Yeah.
the Empire thinks we're dead.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
That way.
Jesus. They're going down. They're going down to the lower levels. Very cool. Star Wars at its best.
He's an assassin. His identifying number's been wiped.
Mm.
I was not aware that was possible. Who is his target? Clone contact technology. Where's the Venator now? Being retrofitted at the Imperial ship.
Wow.
Right here on Coruscant. Lots
Damn.
of security, but I know a way in.
Wow. Okay, let's do it. We know the recruitment bill goes through. So whatever this mission is, it's not going to be successful.
It's true. Then there is someone you should speak with.
Hmm.
Her cooperation may not be forthcoming. Halle,
Who's this?
Who's that?
Former senator for Camino.
she was part of the Defense Finance Committee before being removed from office.
Hmm. Oh,
To Batoni.
the Tony. Yeah, she's not the person to talk to him.
On Camino.
Why do you care, child?
Because I'm a clone too.
Oh my God, why are you saying that?
I was there. I
Why were you saying that? God, Lee, man.
I was angry. What they did. It's not right.
Well, you just put yourself in a whole bunch of danger.
An attack was imminent. Did Admiral Rampart divert the funds? You already know the answer. But yes, you must testify to that in front of the Senate tomorrow.
She's not going to do that.
You cannot continue to get away with
That's a dangerous conversation right there.
Gotta say, Rex, Coruscant's the last place I'd expect you to be. It's worth the risk. More and more of our brothers are waking up to what's been done to them. I can't turn my back on them. How many have you reached? Not enough. Troopers who know too much are a liability to the Empire. I'm working with a few contacts I trust, but we're spread pretty thin. Help's hard to come by these days.
Now I wonder if Echo is going to lead the Bad Batch to go with Rex. Are they going to be able to get the information? They may even get it, but it may not do them any good.
Unauthorized bridge activation on vessel BZ-114. We have a possible security breach. Patrol squads to trench Alpha 7.
The door won't hold much longer. I am expediting the flight.
Damn.
Hostiles confirmed on the bridge.
Ooh. V-Wings. Damn. Damn. Just shot him down. Oh. What? Man. Damn. Damn. I think this is cool. Wow. That was nice. This is cool to see the Venator tip over like that.
Get this to Senator Tucci. Hurry.
Senators, new evidence has come to light which must be considered.
Oh. Oh. Oh, well, there it is. There it is. There it is. Uh-oh. It's a problem, Rampart. It's a problem. You let this come to light. Oh, the Emperor. Uh-oh. The Emperor.
Arrest and detain the admiral.
Wow. I didn't know it was gonna unravel.
Order. We shall have order.
I am deeply troubled by this recent revelation. My gratitude to Senator Tucci for exposing a rogue element within our ranks. Many lives have been lost, but I assure you, Admiral Rampart will face the consequences for his treachery.
Yeah, he's gonna face it too.
He did not act alone. The fact that the clones under his command so blindly followed orders, inflicting such carnage without hesitation, gives me pause. Perhaps it is time for a change. Now, more than ever, building a strong galaxy requires protection and security. Due to the nefarious actions of Admiral Rampart and the immediacy of the bill on the floor today, it is my opinion that this legislation is our future. With this momentous act, we shall usher in a new era, heralded by the Imperial Stormtrooper.
He pushed the bill through.
Wherever you end up, remember what I said.
He's going with Rex. I knew it.
Get into trouble with Alice.
I knew he was going with Rex.
Best of luck, Echo.
I knew it. I knew he was going with Rex.
What?
I called it.
I'm going with Rex. The clones will need our help now more than ever. I can't turn my back on them.
You can't leave. We're a squad.
Omega, this is something I have to do. I'm going where I'm needed.
But we need you too.
It's not forever. I'll be back. Keep up with your training while I'm gone, huh? Understood?
And he's not coming back. I don't think Echo is coming back because he's not with Rex. Oh, well, I'll cover that later. Really good couple of episodes here. All right, so really good couple of episodes right there. A two-part arc right in the middle of the season right here, which is, I think, perfect, given the fact that the last couple of episodes weren't quite fan favorites, I would have to say. It was really nice to get away from the Adventure of the Week episode and get a two-part arc, a political thriller, along with basically a heist episode, which was really, really nice and really cool to see. So obviously in this particular episode, we find out, we still didn't get enough on that clone who had all of his identification wiped away, which is really interesting. That's an aspect of this episode that I wish they would have dived a little bit deeper in, but obviously there wasn't enough time for that because they had to try to uncover this conspiracy with Camino, which surprisingly was brought to light. I definitely did not see the twist where the Emperor was going to twist it, where the thought of clones mindlessly following orders that they should not follow, which is a designed flaw that he put in the clones. He used that to his advantage to push this bill through, which is really interesting. So now we know how the era of the Stormtrooper was brought about with the Emperor basically twisting this whole thing around. So a really, really good episode, and I did enjoy it a lot. It was really interesting to see the, I forget the Camino, the former Camino senator, I forget her name, but it was really interesting, the conversation with her and getting her to admit that the funds were diverted by Rampart. I did not see this happening to Rampart. So far, he's been the big bad of this particular series, and now he seemingly is been done away with. It'll be interesting to see what if his story is finished, or if his story will be continued in some other capacity. And then obviously the big reveal for this particular episode is the fact that Echo is taken off with Rex, which is something I called a little bit earlier in the episode. There was something that Rex mentioned when Rex was talking about the clones and how the effort to help the clones and how thin he was spread, and he needed additional help. I knew that was a calling that Echo was definitely going to run to. So obviously at the end of this episode, we saw Rex leaving the Bad Batch team and joining up with Rex. Now, the only thing that concerns me about that is that, and this is going into spoiler territory, so if you don't want to be spoiled with the Rebels series, then you might want to skip over this particular information. So going back to that spoiler information, we do meet up with Rex, Wolf, and Gregor, I believe. Later on, Rex is definitely out of the game. I don't know how long he's been out of the game, but he's definitely been out of the game. I think what we're going to see, whatever culminates at the end of this particular series, maybe at the end of this particular season, may be the determination on why Rex basically goes into retirement with Wolf and Gregor. But now that we know that Echo was with Rex, or at least he's with Rex at this particular point in the timeline, well, we do know that he is not with Rex at that moment with Wolf and Gregor. So we'll have to see what Echo's fate is. Now, maybe it is a thing that after whatever this, and again, I'll discuss getting back to the main theme of the Clone Rebellion for the overall theme for this particular season, which is something that these two episodes definitely dived into. And I think that rebellion, I definitely think that rebellion is coming. And obviously, Echo has run to this calling to help his brothers out and help Rex out in freeing his brothers and seeing that they get away for whatever fate the Empire has for them. Definitely, I don't think, especially the fact that Rampart has now been taken in, whatever provisions that the senator has set up for the clones, a pension and whatnot. We do know that those things don't come to fruition, because in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, we see the one clone begging there for a little change. So some really, really cool tie-ins to some other series with this particular episode. And then, of course, you have the whole political thing with the clones being phased out, and the recruitment of citizens as stormtroopers is ushered in by the Empire. And then, of course, all of this done with the little twist from the Emperor at the end of this two-part arc. So I really did enjoy both of these episodes, and I did score the first episode with a 9.0 out of 10, because I thought it was an excellent episode. And then, of course, for this particular episode, I'm going to go ahead and score it the same as a 9.0 out of 10. Obviously, it just bled right into the espionage and the political thriller that the first of the two-part arc episode gave us. And then, of course, we got a little bit of a heist with the Bad Batch going in and having to remove the data from the Venator, igniting the engines on the Venator, and having the Venator slip off of its props right there and crashing down, using that as a diversion as they use the escape pods to jettison themselves and get away. So really, really enjoyed that heist by the Bad Batch. And of course, again, meshing that with the political intrigue that we have with this two-part episode really made both of these episodes enjoyable, and that's why I scored it a 9.0 out of 10. Now, again, one other thing that I wanted to mention, there is the theory of Omega's force sensitivity has kind of risen up a little bit again after the previous episode with Gunji, and the fact that Omega was introduced to a Force user, and now we've learned in the first part of this episode that she is using meditation, or trying to use meditation, but she's not really finding anything with it. Obviously, she's not being trained by a fully trained Jedi. This is a Padawan who's passing on a little bit of knowledge to her. It'll be interesting to see if she continues with the meditation and if she gets anything out of that meditation. But the writers are definitely still throwing that little she may be force sensitive thing out there for the fans to feed on. Whether that's true or not, we'll have to see, because they didn't expand on that any further than her trying to meditate in the first part of the first episode of this two-part arc. So again, really enjoyable episode. I enjoyed it a lot, and that's why I scored both episodes a 9.0 out of 10 together. You put those two episodes together, definitely a 10 out of 10 for a two-part arc, guys. I really enjoyed that a lot, especially with all of the political intrigue. And then, of course, you have Bail Organa as a part of the episode as well. So just really, really enjoyed that, and really had a really great Clone Wars vibe out of this particular episode. And that's why I would score both of these episodes together as a 10 and separately a 9.0 on their own, guys. But let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this two-part episode. And then also, as I mentioned, I was going to touch on that Clone Rebellion that I think it is coming in this particular season. I think these two episodes are building towards that. Now we'll see with the remaining episodes that we have, if they're going to further that storyline, and how far is it going to go. We've already seen in this particular series that they are not afraid to stray away from the Bad Batch and focus on two separate characters. So we may have an episode with Echo and Rex together, and whatever their efforts are in helping the clones get away from the Empire, which should be really, really interesting. And let's not forget, from the first season, we have that one planet where the clones are being sent to and being phased out. That is also another aspect of, I think, this particular storyline that they're using for this season, season 2 of The Bad Batch. So we may see a tie-in to that episode from the previous season. So some really interesting stuff, and I do like where they're heading, the road that they're heading down for this particular season, even though the past couple of episodes prior to these episodes really didn't focus in on that storyline, and it had me wondering where we were going with this. But now we see with these 2 episodes that we're pretty much back on track and setting ourselves up for a clone rebellion to take place in this for the rest of the remaining episodes for the season, guys. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you feel as though there is a clone rebellion on the horizon, guys. Let me know and put those comments down below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And then, of course, please make sure that you catch up with me next week at the same time. We're going to do this again for what I believe is going to be episode 9, if I have my episode numbers right. So please do join me again. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.